and I really like that ball. Hey everybody, it's Joe with Sort of Like Golf. We're out here at Paint Branch on a first game of the winter type of day. It's not super freezing cold, but it's not warm either. So we're going to be trying a new ball out here today, the Odin X1. So I think this is billed kind of as a competitor to the Pro V1X. You know, I am a 22 handicap, so it's not necessarily the ball built for me, but we're going to try it out because I used it in a round last week when it was a little bit warmer, and I really liked that ball. So I want to try it again, make sure that what I was experiencing then I still like, and you know, we'll talk about how it feels, how it flies, how it comes off the clubs, and see where we get with that. All right, here we go. All right, so we got the first shot of the day here, and it's not too bad. It goes off to the right just a touch, but it doesn't go into that water, and I can get a little hybrid out here. That was a pretty decent shot. Sounded pretty good, felt pretty good. The thing about these balls is they don't really feel like anything coming off the club. Even this miss hit, so I really thinned the heck out of that with the iron, but landed on the green, actually went through a little bit. So see if we can get a decent chip on here and get close to the pin on this. Great shot. All right, easy putt. What? This is ridiculous. Look at this. Look at this replay. How? It's like the force field, man. That is golf, dude. All right, let's try again. All right, nice little kind of chip onto the green here. This is a short par 4. Excuse me, short par 3. And yeah, just right above the hole. I love it. Fix some divot marks that aren't even mine, just to get that karma rolling. I didn't hit it. It was downhill, and I was afraid of it. Need to hit that more. See if we can get this par. Again with the break right before the hole. It's crazy. Certainly I can get this in though for the bogey. Please, gosh. There we go. Okay, so the Odin X1, so far so good, man. This ball is a 3-piece urethane cover, and it feels like it. It doesn't feel like anything coming off of the irons. I mean, it feels really smooth. Putting, same. It's like really buttery feeling. My putting so far is not great. I've got to really work on my putting. It's really gone downhill recently. But as far as how it feels coming off the putter, this ball feels really good. So, you know, these things are around 350 a ball, so you don't want to be losing them. So far, I haven't lost any, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Famous last words. All right, so sorry about the wind noise in this video. I'm trying to like tone it down as much as I can, but it was kind of a windy day out there. So this shot's great, man. Landed right on the green, stayed on the green. It's a little far from the hole, but left me with a little downhill. It's going to break a little bit from right to left, and so I'm trying to just finesse it. Man, once it goes past the hole, it just won't stop. So we'll try and realistically just get this close enough to the hole for a tap in. Taking my time. Almost goes in. I'm very happy with that kind of putting. That's something that we'll want to do all day long. So let's talk a little bit about this winter golf action. I think that winter golf is phenomenal, man. There's literally like 3 people out on this course right now. You can play a couple balls. It's not bitter cold. You know, you get a lot of good practice in. It's chill, it's peaceful. I mean, what's not to like? I swear to God. The summer, the heat of the summer type golf really does not suit me, man. I don't like the golf bros. I don't like people blaring their music. I don't like people getting hammered in front and behind me or with me. It just doesn't make it as enjoyable. This is, for me, like golf is a zen type of a game, and this is where it's at, man. I love this. So get out. If you're sitting at home watching this, get off your butt, Go get your clubs and get down to your local muni course. Let's do this. All right, another little par 3 here. This one's a little bit of a longer par 3, probably about 160, 170 yards. I get a decent enough shot on this. It goes right down to the berm. This is another shot that I did, so that's not my drive. I had already chipped onto the green and just chipped the X1 on there. So we've got this for the par. Try and get it close. Nah, we'll try and get it in. That was a great putt right there. All right, liking that putt. That was a good par save there. And so now we got a couple par 4s coming up, so we're going to really try and see how hard I can drive this thing. I'm not a long hitter by far. I mean, no pun intended. But yeah, I'm going to try and see how far we can get this thing out there. I mean, so far, look, I really like this ball. It feels so great playing with it. Everything just seems smoother and it feels like really pure. I don't know. Whatever. Anyhow, let's see how we do on these par 4s. All right, now time to drive. Push it out to the right just a little bit, but stays in play in the low rough, so shouldn't be a big problem over there. Man, I did not get a good shot on that, but I got really lucky and it skirted right up to the hole there, so you can tell I'm a little frustrated. All right, not as bad as I feared. Off the green, but not super far off the green. All right, so let's get the chipper out and see if we can get this thing close enough to get a par. I am loving this. Look at this. Look at this chip. This is why I have a chipper, you guys. Pretty close. Okay, pretty good par look. All right, this is not a gimme, but it goes. All right, well, that feels pretty good to get that par off of there, that par 4. So yeah, I'll take that. So yeah, I'd like to thank Odin for sending me these balls out to test. They sent me a pack of them, and you know, as part of being on YouTube, one of the things that I do get is some free products. But you know, as always, I don't let that influence what I say about the products. I'll tell you what I actually think about it. Been lucky so far. There haven't been very many products that I wouldn't recommend to people, which is great. Just to be clear, I don't give good reviews because I'm getting free stuff. So just want to put that out there. All right, that shot got up there pretty close. Now we're just going to try and do a little chip on to get the flag there. Don't quite give it enough, unfortunately. I was trying not to go above the hole and have a downhill putt. Instead, I left myself a pretty long uphill putt. How can that not break down that hill? All right, back to the short par 3s. This one I didn't get the best shot on it. Kind of like topped it a touch, so it rocketed through there. Okay, I'll say. Did you ever have one of those times where you say something and it could have been coming right out of your dad's mouth? My dad always used to say that all the time. Okay, Jose. Okay, Jose. My family's Spanish, so. But yeah, so this one's for you, Dad. Love you. Okay, we did run off the back there, so we're gonna try and chip this thing on here. All right, so we'll do a little delicate chip on here, and it ends up being exactly where my other ball landed. You know, I was trying to make that, but honestly, I was really just going for the speed. Bogey golf for a bogey golfer. All right, the last of the par 3s. The wind really catches this thing up. Push it to the right. That wind picked up. That should have been on the green, but the wind caught it when it got up into the air. Oh well, you play it as it goes, right? Chip over the hill here. Not far enough. Okay, so this putt goes left to right and gets downhill when it gets down there, so this ought to be a little tricky. And this is a putt that I want back, man. I want this one back. I would go down the hill more. really frustrating to get that close to the hole initially on the first shot and then come away with a 5. Okay, last hole with the Odin X1. All right, let's see what this sucker's looking like. This is actually after 2 games, 2 9-hole games. This ball doesn't have a nick on the thing. It's perfect shape. In the game before this one, I hit like a tree and a cart path once, not a mark on it. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty durable. It's my second round with this same ball, so yeah. All right, this last hole of the 9 is always fun because I don't ever push it to the left where the water is, so I can just hit it as hard as I can. And this one really went far. That's the thing, man. I think I'm finding that the kind of tour type balls are perfectly fine for my type of game. Gotta dial in my pin seeking though. Again, fixing the ball marks that aren't mine. Why can't people fix ball marks? It's ridiculous. It takes 2 seconds, people. Be better. Alright, that putt was suboptimal. It was really a chip. It wasn't a putt. I was using the chipper to chip on. So you kind of lose a little bit of control with it there. We're going to try and edge this in, coming down the hill, a little right to the left type action. This ball putts well. Ooh, you can tell I was really afraid of going way past it and down the hill. Yeah, left me with a little bogey. Not a sweat. Not a problem. X1. Odin X1. I started set up yet? Right there. Odin X1. Is it good for high handicap golfers? Yes, it is. Is it made for high handicap golfers? I don't think so, but it doesn't matter. It's good for us. So if you're looking for a ball that costs less than the Titleist Pro Vs, but performs really well for high handicaps, give these guys a try. Why not? Give them a try. Listen, thanks for watching. Really appreciate you. Please give us a like, give us a subscribe, share the video, comment, do all the stuff. And please have a happy holiday season. All right, keep swinging.